Hello, I'm Drew. Welcome to the Beggars Woodshop. My apologies for the noise. The dryer is going right now, ladies and gentlemen. I hope my voice isn't too overpowered by it. I'd like to make this video as a response to the video put out by John Malecki. If I'm pronouncing your name correctly, I apologize. About him saying that he bought the world's most dangerous woodworking tool. I'll put the link to that video in the description. And I sat and I watched this video and I thought, hey, this is kind of neat. He's going to review the Shopsmith. He had a Mark V 510 he purchased real cheap. And as I started to watch this video, I got a little uneasy. I don't know where to begin. I felt that this video was not taken as seriously as it could have been. Now, it's not to say that you can't have fun and laugh at yourself about things, but when watching the video, he started with the bandsaw. He had a brand new one, but everything he was doing said he glanced over the manual and just kind of glanced through it. He made the joke about the manual being very thick, so I'll get to you in a month when it's done. And that was one thing that kind of bothered me a little bit. But also, as he was setting this up and then aligning the Shopsmith using, get it off here, mine's a little stiff because it's a little warm. When he was using the accessory attachment, he would align it and then complain that it was poorly aligned because the angle was off, which says, well, you didn't align it very well. And he really, I don't know, he felt a little biased. Like he was automatically not going to like it because he's seen so many of them available on Facebook Market. And he just felt it was a lot of things were very dangerous. But when certain things were cutting, like the bandsaw or the jointer, he felt, okay, cuts great, works great. But still, it didn't feel like he read the manuals very much, and like this whole thing was a bit of a laugh. He also commented that it took him and one of his other crew members to align things, put things together when it says you can do it with one. Well, you can do it with one. I've seen it. I've done it. Right. And when I say I've seen it, I'm not talking about I've watched videos of people doing it. I actually watched a guy take my bandsaw, put it onto his machine, and align it until it was all perfectly aligned. Okay. When John approached the jointer, he mentioned, yes, it cuts good. Again, he did the whole alignment thing. But he mentioned, okay, when I got to the end, this piece of wood could have gone out of its way, because if you look at the fence, it didn't go, of course, all the way. This, of course, can easily be mentioned, hey, there's an additional accessory fence. I've seen it many times, so you can extend the fence. All right. Finally, I mean, he went through the lathe briefly. He went through the drill press briefly and said, okay, even though he's a beginner lathe user, okay, it's alright. In fact, that's probably what is best for. And the drill press, he said, yeah, it works great. Felt some of the features were nice. Obviously, he didn't read the manual. He said, I don't like that the handle is left-handed. Well, I can tell you didn't read the manual because then you would know you can remove it, put it on the other side, and use it right-handed. But it cut well for the drill press. The table saw, I then felt more insulted. One, he didn't check the alignment of everything to make sure tables and everything were okay. Two, when he put the blade on the arbor of the headstock, eventually he had a problem where it came off and it started spinning. And he said that was his biggest fear. That's what he didn't like about it. Well, when I saw that happen, I thought either A, he didn't get it tightened enough, or B, he didn't have it on in the proper place. Because for those of you who are Shopsmith owners, you know that on your headstock there is a flat spot, and that flat spot is where the set screw has to go. So, but the whole time I don't know, he felt a little biased and said, no, I would not recommend this. He'd rather throw it in the dumpster. I'm sorry, John, I think you missed the mark. I don't think you really took time with it. And that it was all just a quick video to get a laugh. I don't know how long you were spending on the project and I'm not including the time you picked it up, brought it to the shop. I'm talking about from when you got it in the shop. So, I think your video missed the mark, and I'm sure there are going to be a lot of comments and a lot of people who would agree. Personally, I'd like to invite you to bring that machine out here to California, where I am. I don't know where you are, that's why I say out here to California, and take time with me, and I'll show you. One person can do all this, set all this up, get things all set up. I know there are people that don't like that. They want it straight out of the box. Yeah, sure, fine. But I may not be able to convince you to change your mind. I understand that. But hopefully I can at least show you made some mistakes and what those mistakes were. It's up. If you decide not to, okay, I won't be offended. Okay. Alright, especially if it's hard in travel. But I don't think this was a very good video. I think you really missed the mark. You didn't take time and treated it as a laugh. This is the impression I've got. This is my own personal opinion. It does not reflect the opinion of a lot of other people. I'm sure there are plenty of other Shopsmith owners that are saying, you missed the mark. You missed a lot of things. This is, yeah, I'm not recommending that video to anyone. I will recommend a Shopsmith to everyone, beginner or professional, doesn't matter who. Please remember, folks, not every tool is perfect. Okay, even Shopsmith has its disadvantages. In fact, that's going to be the subject of my my June video, which will be pros and cons of this machine, which cons are going to take me a little bit, but there will be cons. So that is my response. If you'd like to check the video out for yourself, the link is in the description down below. We got another video coming out on Friday for those of you who are regular subscribers, and hopefully I will see you next time right here on the Beggars Woodshop.